Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my new apartment. I know it's a little late to be posting this video, but I was so busy during December. I was moving cities, I was visiting my hometown for Christmas, and I just didn't have the chance to film this video the way I wanted. I wanted to be back with my full collection before filming this, and here we are. Today I'm going to be talking about my music listening history for 2025. We're going to talk about my Spotify Wrapped stats, my most listened vinyl, how many vinyl we collected this year, all sorts of stuff, so keep watching. Okay, so first we'll go over my streaming stats. I have all the info on my phone here, so that's why I'm looking at it, but I will include it up on the screen too. My listening minutes were 18,279 minutes. Now that's not bad considering I mostly actually listen to my music on vinyl these days. I think that's nothing to be mad about. Now my top songs were Billy, Yeah 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 by Inhaler, One of Your Girls by Troye Sivan, Tears by Sabrina Carpenter, Undressed by Somber, and My Honest Face by once again. Now I want to compare my top 5 streamed albums this year to what I believe was my top 5 most played vinyl this year. I think this is very interesting. I see a lot of similarities here. So we'll go over the streamed albums first. We'll go from 5 to 1. Number 5 was Wishbone by Conan Gray. Number 4 was Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter. Number 3 was Trench by 21 Pilots. Number 2 was Something to Give Each Other by Troye Sivan. And in the number 1 spot is Open Wide by Inhaler, which there was no question about that. I knew that was going to be number 1. Now let's go over the vinyl and compare that. It's pretty similar, I think, but there are some interesting differences. So we'll go from 5 to 1 once again. In 5th place we have Scaled and Icy by 21 Pilots. I love this album. I really came to appreciate it this year. I didn't appreciate it as much as I should have before, so really love this. The Outside is probably my favorite track on this album. Number 4 is Conan Gray's Found Heaven. This is the Ali Rose edition, so it's got an alternate cover and the pretty purple pressing as well. I think this is my favorite Conan album. And I'll also be seeing him this year actually on tour. I have VIP tickets, which I'm really excited about. I've never seen him before. I've been wanting to go to his show for a long time, but I've just never had the chance. So I thought I might as well go all out and get the proper full VIP package. So I'll be vlogging that, so subscribe if you want to see that. The last 3 were actually albums that were in my top streamed albums this year, which is quite impressive. So in number 3 we have Something to Give Each Other by Troye Sivan. Really fell in love with this album this year. It was one of those ones that I just kept flipping and flipping and flipping and replaying. In number 2 we have Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet. This one's also an alternate cover. It looks more blue, it's like a Coke bottle clear. The listing said it was like a green, but it's definitely Coke bottle clear. I actually don't have the new album in my hands yet, but I did order the Blood Records champagne filled one, so we'll be unboxing that at some point too. And in number 1, if you could guess, it is Open Wide by Inhaler. I found Inhaler this year and I just fell in love with them. So I kept hearing about them from some of my favorite vinyl YouTubers and I thought maybe I should have a listen, and it was well worth it because this is my top album of the year. This is also an alternate cover. I think it was a UK exclusive and it's got a really pretty pressing. I actually did a video unboxing this on my channel. I think it was like my 2nd video ever, so if you go back on my channel you can see all the details of this. The most interesting thing to me was the fact that it was 2 different 21 Pilots albums on there. And I think that's because Trench is one of the only ones I don't have on vinyl. I don't have Vessel either, but I don't have Trench. So I think that's why it's up as high as it is, because I couldn't play it on vinyl, so I was streaming it a lot. I think both of those albums I really, really underappreciated when they came out, and last year I really fell in love with them. So, but we'll continue the vinyl stats for 2025. So we collected 55 new 7-inches this year. Out of those, 27 of them were old and 28 of them were new, like pre-orders, new releases, all of that. 2 of them came included in vinyl, so they're actually not in this crate, they are just in with the vinyl itself. One of those was the Lave Matter of Time bonus track, and the other one was included in the Old Dirty Bastard vinyl that we have. We also have this De La Soul 7-inch box set, but I didn't include it in the final calculation because I think it's just the full album for 3 Feet High and Rising. It's really cool. I will be doing a unboxing reel at some point of this because isn't that just so fun? But there is a lot of 7-inches in there as well. We also added 1 new Christmas 7-inch to the Lave box set, which was included in that final total. So we actually got some new 10-inches as well this year. We got 4 new ones to our collection, which brings the total to 6, and this Thundercat box set as well. 2 of those were die cuts. So we got this Tyler the Creator one, which is Peach Fuzz. This Knowledge and No Worries one, that is the song It Can Be So Nice and Still So Nice. This Record Store Day Black Friday Motley Crue 10-inch, and this Record Store Day exclusive Olivia Dean With Love EP. We love this one. It is honestly, we play it all the time. I don't usually collect CDs, but I did add a few to the collection this year. I added 7 new CDs. We have Emily Ellis, Conan Gray, Olivia Rodrigo, and 4 Inhaler CDs that came with my signed poster that is up there, which you would have seen in other videos. And we also got 1 cassette. It is the Olivia Dean Art of Loving. I just think that's so cute. It is pink and it has cover here. So very cool. We'll have to add a few more of these to our collection, I think. And now what I think everybody is waiting for, how many 12-inch records did we collect in 2025? So the total of 12-inch records we collected is 79. That makes the final total of records we collected in 2025 138. I did not realize that we actually bought that many this year, and I don't want to know what that equates to money-wise. I think it's better that I don't know. But what I do know is we did really well at collecting this year. We will be slowing down a bit this year, I think, because we have just moved cities, so I'm not really sure how comfortable we are yet, but we do have some special pre-orders that are coming this year, so make sure you subscribe to see them, so don't worry, there will be some fun stuff coming. I'm going to go over our 2025 goals again and see if we achieved them, and then I'm going to make some 2026 goals so I can look back in a year's time. So for 2025 we had 3 goals. The first one was venture out and find new artists, or go back to artists I haven't listened to in a long time. I in fact did do this, and I did it really well. I used to have the worst habit of sticking to my small group of artists, and I wanted to try and expand that a bit. I think the biggest one for me was I listened to Inhaler for the first time in 2025, and they became my most played album both on streaming and vinyl, so I think I did pretty good there. And I listened to some other artists, like I listened to Phineas and Del Watergap. Yeah, so I think I did really well. The second goal that we had was we really wanted to expand our 7-inch collection. And as I mentioned earlier, we did do that, in fact. We did this very well, maybe a little bit too well. We got 55 7-inches this year. But that's okay, because it was a goal, and we achieved it. And lastly, we wanted to get more soundtracks. We probably could have done better at this, but I think we did do a good job considering we didn't have many soundtracks to begin with. We officially have 7 soundtracks in our collection, and I think that's a really good start. Now for our 2026 goals. So the first one is to continue finding new music. I really enjoyed this last year. I think it was really good for me, and it was just so fun venturing out a little bit. The second goal is we want to explore the record stores in Wellington and surrounding areas. Because we've just moved here, it's all new to us, so we want to go and see what the record stores are like. I've been into them a few times before on trips and stuff, but it'll be fun to see what they're like now that we live here. And we'll have to figure out which record store we want to go to for Record Store Day, which I will probably be making another vlog if the list comes out with some interesting stuff again. But I have got another video from the 2025 Record Store Day that you can watch on my channel. And the third one is probably the most important. It is, we want to collect more interesting pressings. So part of this is we want less quantity and more quality. When we started our record collection, it was more, we wanted to build it, so it was more of a quantity thing. But now we have so many, we're moving more to only getting things that we really want or really cool pressings. For example, I love getting alternate covers. This doesn't mean that I'm not going to kind of variant collect for some artists. I think the way that I variant collect is pretty reasonable. I have both of the original versions of Callum Hood's album. There was the Order version and the Chaos version. And I have an alternate cover and a normal cover of Conan Gray's Wishbone album. The normal cover is actually the Wishbone Sailing Club exclusive, so things like that I don't mind so much. And also the copies of Breach that I have 3. Only 2 of them are here right now because one of them was a pre-order, which I will be unboxing at some point because it is the liquid filled pressing. But I have one of the Listening Party exclusives. It is the Raw Fair picture disc, and I have the first pressing edition, so I think that that is an alright way, so I'm okay to keep doing that. But other than that, I think we'll probably slow down a little bit because there's so many vinyl that we've been wanting recently, but we've not been able to buy them because we've just not had enough money. So if we save for those, then we'll be able to get the ones that we really want. The final thing I want to talk about is concerts. So as I've mentioned quite a few times, I have some really exciting concerts this year, but let's go over the 2025 concerts we went to. So we saw Olivia Dean at Power Station earlier in the year, and then the next day we also saw her at Laneway, which is a festival. And later in the year we saw Tyler the Creator, where I did do a concert vlog for that, which is also on my channel. This year, huge year for me, I will be seeing Conan Gray and 5 Seconds of Summer for the first time ever after being a fan for the longest time. And both of those are VIP tickets. I thought that because I'd never had the opportunity before, I might as well really go all out because I've been waiting for this for so long. If you watched my Records That I Wish Existed video, you would have seen in there how annoyed I was that Conan Gray didn't come for the last tour. Obviously that's how it is in New Zealand, but I was so cut. I had money saved up and everything, and same with Five Sauce before that, but they didn't come either. So this year we're gonna do it and do it properly, and I'm really excited for the vibe, especially the Five Sauce one. I can't wait to pick outfits. We're also seeing Olivia Dean again this year, so she's playing at Spark Arena for the first time ever, and I literally can't wait. It's gonna be so good. This year I'd like to track the records we buy a bit better. I want to be able to do a proper breakdown of like how many we got from each artist, what the color variants were, what style of pressing. I think that would be a really fun thing to see, especially like what color we got the most of. That'll be next year. I will make a spreadsheet and we can do a little graph. But that is my 2025 music wrapped. Subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you next time. Bye!